What's up? Yours truly here. Telling you guys if you want to donate to the page, make sure you click the link in the description box where it says donate. And you can leave me a message there. Or check this out. You can hit me up on the Cash App. The name's Carcino. And Filthy Frank is number one yet again. Notifications is going out. That's a shock. Seeing some people I know. Now, the Dallas Cowboys has finally done what they should have done years ago. Fire Garrett. After last season, he should have gotten the hook. Whoa, why are we talking about Dallas? Because they're America's team, right? It's America's team. Don't forget to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen, to let the people know that you are real and not a bot. That's right. Let the people know that you are real. Now, we all out there have had at least one friend, if not more, that just love the Dallas Cowboys. We can't understand this connection to the Dallas Cowboys, but they just die hard by these doggone Cowboy fans. We know there's at least one of them, and they just out of the blue. It'd be somebody you wouldn't even expect. You turn around like, you like the Cowboys? Like, yep. And they die hard, bleed that blue. And they just become starstruck. That star is something else. It has them blind to the facts. Now, y'all all know the biggest Cowboy fan that I know is my buddy Tom. Love them boys. And he's starstruck. And Cowboy fans are very delusional. They think every year is their year to win the Super Bowl. This has been happening for the past 20 some odd years. I'm like, you guys are not close enough to winning a bowl. Where's this coming from? It's complete lunacy. They'll be like 9-7. Then next year they'll be, yeah, we going to the chip. This is our year. I'll be like, how? And they will talk about the Cowboys every year on all these sports shows as if the Cowboys are really going to the Super Bowl. Like they got shot. They get more press than teams that really should be getting the press. They talked about the Dallas Cowboys more than I've heard the Kansas City Chiefs get talked about. I'm like, if Deshaun Watson got half of the press the Cowboys have, I'm like, they've done more than the Dallas Cowboys have in the past 10 years. And I'm like, what is going on over there in Dallas? Now, back to my friend Tommy. Tommy actually told me when they had, what's his name? When they had Wade Phillips as the coach. Wade. And Wade had to go. And that the offensive coordinator, which was Jason Garrett, needed to be the head coach. We got to either get Sean Payton. We couldn't get Sean Payton, and we let him go to the Saints. So we got to get Jason Garrett. We could have had Sean Payton, but it's time for Garrett to be the coach. The offense is straight. We need Jason Garrett to be the head coach. I said, Tommy, you need to get a head coach with some type of experience. Need a veteran coach in there. But you can't have somebody who's already part of this losing system. Can't have somebody there that's already on there and just make them the head coach and it's going to work out. No, we good. Garrett and the offense is rolling. Delusional. You wanted a head coach who's not a head coach, who's buddy with the owner, who's just a cheerleader. The Cowboys ran the most remedial plays I've ever seen in football and have been running these plays. I know remedial plays, and Tommy knows remedial plays because he see the Chicago Bears run them. And the Bears been running them since the beginning of time. So we know remedial plays when we see them. And the Dallas Cowboys, that's what they run. So you can have all these great receivers on your team, but if they running these remedial plays, and you still want to throw the ball to doggone Jason Witten, he's a good old boy. We got to make sure Jason's getting care of. Jason got to get his catches. You bring this guy out of retirement. You bring this old guy who ain't going to give you no yards after the catch back on your team after being retired, which he should have been retired about 3 years ago. Oh, Witten ain't the problem. He is the problem. You got a tight end that's not going to stretch the field out. He's not going to get you no extra yards. He ain't knocking people down. He ain't laying a stiff arm. As soon as he catch the ball, he going down. Now, who should be the coach? Everybody talking about Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is not going to come in here. Oh, he makes quarterbacks better. Dak don't need a quarterback coach. You need a veteran personnel in this league. You need somebody, you don't want somebody coming right out of college to come into the Dallas Cowboys. Are you kidding me? But this is delusional Cowboy fans. Lincoln Riley would be the best selection, or Urban Meyer. You want to put Urban Meyer and bring him into this situation. Mike McCartney don't want the job. That's the thing. They were going to interview Mike McCarthy. He would fit perfect over here. But how much control is Jerry going to give him? You see, that's the problem. Jerry's in the way. Jerry's always going to be in the way. And as long as you got Jerry out there being a problem, this will always be in question. Those what if questions. Jerry and his control is going to drive away any coach who's trying to come in there and say, hey, I want to do this and that. They're going to have to be okay with Jerry putting his foot in every 2 minutes. See, Garrett, he know he can step all over him. He's spineless. And you know what he going to do? They're going to secure him a job on the Giants. Oh, Jason Garrett will be an offensive coordinator for the Giants by next year. No, he's going to be taken care of. Jerry was probably, that's why he was waiting all this time, trying to find a place where his coach can go. Because that's his buddy. He was a good old boy. He let Jerry do what he wanted to do. If Jerry wasn't Jerry, Jimmy Johnson would have stayed and they would have won more championships. Now, Tommy's delusional because he's believing with Lincoln Riley being the coach that the talent would want to come over and join Lincoln Riley. Here's the thing. That talent that they got over there is artificial. Name me a Oklahoma player that's been worth the damn in the pros. Now they're too far few and in between. And as far as him making quarterbacks better, do I think Jalen Hurts is going to be a great NFL quarterback? Hell no. Do I think Baker Mayfield's going to be better than what he is? Oh, he made Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield just showed you who he is this whole season. So people are showing you over and over again who they are. It's up to you. Are you ready to believe them? So if Lincoln Riley is your guy, which he isn't, if they bring this guy over here, thank you, KOD. Well, the thing is, they're never going to hire a general manager. And you always got that problem. And now you going instead, the head coach got to respond to Jerry or the son, who they going to end up butting heads once again over direction. Thanks for the cash app. Somebody just dropped the cash app. I appreciate the donations. Now, and the name is Carcino on the cash app if you want to donate to the page. We appreciate all love and support. Now, back to the situation at hand. This is what I mean about Cowboy fans being delusional. He asked for Gary. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they forget what they asked for. The fans, my buddy Tommy went alone. He asked for Gary. He forgot. He asked for him. He'll sit there and swear to God he didn't. You asked for Jason Garrett. Said, I wanted Jason Garrett. When Sean Payton was unavailable and he was gone to the Saints and Wade Phillips was the coach, Wade was out, we got to make Garrett head coach. Yeah, it's time to make Garrett head coach. We done lost Sean Payton. It's time to make Garrett head coach. Now you done had Garrett for 10 years. Now it's, man, Jason got to go. We should have had Sean Payton. Never should have had Jason Garrett in there. I'm like, wait a minute. You asked for Garrett. What you should have had was a veteran coach. Wade was too old in the tooth. They could have had Josh McDaniels 10 years ago. And you let him go to Denver. But that's another story. Now, the person that they want to get and the person that they should get is the person they should have got 10 years ago. Since Mike McCarthy ain't coming there, you better get Josh McDaniels. If Josh is leaving the New England Patriots and not taking Belichick's job at the end of this year with the Patriots, you better get Josh. That's it. I don't want to hear about no Urban Meyer. I don't want to hear about none of these different teams. They looking at look what Pete Carroll has done with the Seattle Seahawks. That's because Pete Carroll has power and control. Pete Carroll got control. If you put Pete Carroll on the Dallas Cowboys and he got to go through Jerry or Steven, nothing's going to get done. Now, I know everybody want to blame Jason Garrett and say Jason Garrett's the problem. I'm here to tell Cowboy fans right off the bat because all the coaches are gone. It ain't just Jason Garrett. His whole team and all his coaches, they're out looking for other jobs. The team quit on him. They failed him. They ain't believe in him. When you miss 30 tackles in a football game, you failed. When your defensive players, your cornerbacks missing tackles, your linebackers out there missing tackles and missing 30 tackles in the game, that ain't Jason Garrett's fault. You in position, you ain't making the tackles. That's on the players. You're not getting it done, son. So it's hard to blame the plays when it's right there and you lose to the Bears and Mitch Trubisky. You know, say what you want, but somebody's got to catch a ball out here too. How many touchdowns did they drop? How many passes that Dak did put on the money that they dropped? How about DeMarcus Lawrence played like a wimp all season once he got that money? He wasn't so hungry no more. He ate real good. Largest contract in the NFL. And boy, he didn't play like it. How about Ezekiel Elliott playing like he was trying to play himself into shape? No explosion, nothing. All these other teams got better. And I don't want to hear, they always talk about, man, the Patriots for years been beating up on the AFC East. Their division suck. I'm like, okay, well, the AFC East going to play your division, the Dallas Cowboys division, and we going to see what's up. And all you saw was the AFC East make the NFC East look like a bunch of bums, all of them. So now, I keep telling them, they're right now today, they're the worst division in football. They can't say nothing about the AFC East. The Jets and the Bills, hell, even the Dolphins. No team over there deserved to go to the playoffs, let alone host a game. Seattle should not have to go to Philadelphia. That's one stupid rule that they got in the league that shouldn't even exist. But because they won the division, that all matters now. Well, the Eagles are going to get stomped. Well, tell us something we don't know. So Josh McDaniels should be the guy. Hey, I can go 8-8. Put me in there as the head coach, then I'll be 8-8. Jerry can do what the hell he want to do. I'll be Jerry. You want to address the team? Go and knock yourself out. Because I'm gonna run Ezekiel Elliott till he throw up. And then once he throw up, I'll be like, okay, you ready for practice now? What? Yeah. All that Hollywood crap you've been getting away with is over. Time to go to work, brother. Nah, they spoiled. You see, they have a hot year and then they stick their hand out and be like, where my money? Now, here's what I don't get. You don't want to sign Dak Prescott and pay him the money he deserved. But if he was a white boy, he'd have had his money already. They wouldn't even question it. This dude got more wins, touchdowns, everything. And they're going to say, man, he got that at the end of the game. All these dudes then got their paper. Wins. And they was like, well, look, they got him all these weapons. He ain't going to get his money. Everybody want to change the rules once it's time for the brother to get paid. Nowadays, look, man, we got to stop paying these quarterbacks up here. I mean, well, pay Dak his money. Why you turning? Why they acting like Dak can't get paid? Like he asking for something astronomical. No, he just wants to get his money. He wasn't drafted high, so he didn't get the money. That ain't our fault. Well, it ain't your fault, but you're gonna have to pay for it now. He proved that he could quarterback and he could lead a team. Do you want to start over again and risk losing Dak Prescott? Okay, go ahead. Franchise tag him. You franchise tag him, you're gonna have to pay him 30 some mil. Guaranteed. You playing over the budget already. So he gonna be playing without a contract, got the 30 mil up front. You gonna make him Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins got franchise tag like what 3 times in a row. He ain't had no problem with that. That cost the Redskins about 20 to 30 million dollars. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Is franchise tag him. So if you do that, you might as well just give him a contract because next year he could be gone. He could just leave, and then you stuck, and now you right back in the same box you was in before. Oh, I'm awaiting some news tonight. That's why we got a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. But yeah, I'm waiting some news coming in. It's some NBA news. So that's why I'm up here trying to wait and see if it came in. I don't like to give y'all no fake news. You know that. Oh, they gonna make sure I get fed that. Alert, alert, alert. Alert, 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 alert. Jason Garrett should be out. They should be betting the whole farm on getting one player, one coach, rather. And that is Josh McDaniels. Whatever you got to do if you the Dallas Cowboys, your best bet is to lock him down. If you can't get Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy already let it be known he ain't interested in the Dallas Cowboys. Because he won't control. Josh McDaniels, they made a deal to keep him in place. He was going to be the Colts head coach. They was about to make the announcement that he was going to be the head coach, and he embarrassed them when they had to cancel at the last minute, and he took the 1-year deal to come back to New England. They weren't happy about that. So the whole contingency, it was like Belichick is leaving. Now, Bill Belichick is leaving. I can't see him doing that. But if Jerry can pull it off, get Belichick or Josh McDaniels. If you want to talk Super Bowls, you want to get people that know what it's like to be there. You want to get somebody out there. You want to get somebody out there that knows what it's like in those trenches. Let me tell you what you don't want. What you don't want is to get some new coach who's trying to figure it all out on the fly, because that worked so well for the Rams. They snuck everybody to the Super Bowl, right? And what happened after that? This whole season has been a learning experience for the Rams. They got rammed. See, in the NFL, you get 1 year to have that blowaway season where nobody really know what's going on with you because they are not used to you. By the next season, they watch tape. They got coaches watching films. They know what plays you like to run in certain situations. So the next season going to be a little bit tougher. And when you come in on a weak schedule because they feel sorry for you because you didn't make the playoffs, you get a weak schedule, you take advantage of the weak schedule, people think, oh man, this team, they doing something. Then the next year you get a harder schedule and you get smacked upside the head. So you got that one season, you better go all the way. Dallas need a lot of help, and the head coach is just at one position. It made no sense why Dallas cannot average, because at first they were averaging 30-something points a game. They should do that at will. They have enough weapons on offense where they should be able to score at will. Quarterback ain't the problem. Dak ain't your problem. Thank you for the Cash App donation. Dak ain't the problem. The style of play scheme, it's more execution. Guys dropping passes, Guys who are over the hill. Randall Cobb looked like he need to be retired. You look at what Cole Beasley did. Cole Beasley came into Dallas and shut it down. He was like, y'all thought I was done when I was here. I wasn't done. Y'all wasn't using me right. And he basically showed you. He came in and showed you. And I think he was right. Y'all wasn't really using him right. So let's see what happens next. Well, you always get that situation where you say something's a better fit. No, Josh McDaniels can make Dak better. He can make the wide receivers better. He can come up and scheme and make plays better. Right now, it's hard because in New England, they got all these young receivers, and where they came from, they just had athleticism. They never had to hit the playbook. When you go to New England, you get a playbook about that thick, full of plays. So you got to learn all that stuff. All that gangbanger with speed stuff ain't going to work in New England. You got to know how to run routes. And they're like, hey, wait a minute. You got to know the audibles. You got to know everything. You got to know when the play ain't working, what to do. These receivers have to, if you're the closest receiver, you have to work your way back to the quarterback. The other receiver works his way out. Some of these young guys don't know that. They didn't come from a winning system. A lot of them come from losing teams, and they got a lot of bad habits. They come there, and then what they do, they throw that on Brady. Oh, Brady's done. No, he's trying to teach while he's out there on the field. And that's not where the teaching's supposed to take place at. But a lot of people don't like Brady because they tired of seeing him win. Thanks for the cash app, whoever sent that one. We appreciate it. What's up, LM? We have enough moderators. Break the bank, get Josh McDaniels. If you can't get Mike McCarthy, Belichick, this Lincoln Riley crap should not even be in discussion. Lincoln Riley's not going to do anything but come in here and mess everything up in Dallas, and he's going to be above his head. Everybody's like, oh, he's going to make Dak Prescott better. No, he isn't. Dallas got no wiggle room because they've oversigned mostly half their budget. So you're gonna have to make a choice because you finna lose what's his name? Amari Cooper's gone. You didn't lost that draft pick for nothing. You either gonna pay him $19 million or he's gone. So if you're gonna pay him $19 million, you might as well say bye to Dak. Cause if that's your plan, then okay. Oh, go after Sean Payton again, who's already signed. You're gonna have to make a trade with the Saints, and I don't think they're buying. And Sean Payton ain't coming to Dallas. You can forget that. Because he going to be even worse. That's like bringing Belichick times 10. Sean Payton got control. You think he finna come over there and Jerry going to tell him what to do? No. He ain't going to do that. He already know that's the show. So why would he do that? He got total control over in New Orleans. Thank you for the Cash App donation. Remember, all you got to do is hit up the Cash App. The name is Carcino on the Cash App. We appreciate it. All the love and support. LM Stephen Gardner. We appreciate it. Now you know I don't want to talk about Arsenal. You know I don't want to talk about them. Now the situations have always been difficult. They've always been difficult when it comes to dealing with the things that need to be dealt with. When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, they always the same. Feel sorry for the boys. They're America's team. They get talked about more than the people that actually win the championship. So it's a target on their back. They still talk about 92 and when they had Emmett and the playmaker. And yeah, they had a great team back then. But that's too far, few in between. You look at the 49ers is more of America's team than them. With Joe Montana and all those guys. They were winning championships too. After all this talk about great champions and stuff, all they got was 5. As an organization, they have 5. Just like the 49ers, they got 5. But yet, they don't talk about the 49ers. They had Jerry Rice, they had Taylor, they had Roger Craig. You had to go and get players from what's his name, them 49ers. That was the rivalry. Yeah, Ronnie Lott. They had so many players over there. To me, that team dwarfed the Cowboys team. And Charles Haley winning those championships with the 49ers and went to Dallas and helped y'all win. That man should be in the Hall of Fame right now. They should have rushed him to the Hall of Fame. He was the difference maker. Well, the Chicago Bears would have won more Super Bowls and championships and all these things around the board. They doomed themselves by doing something really stupid. Wilbur Marshall. They let Wilbur Marshall, they said, well, we don't really need him. They talk about the Dallas Cowboys more than they talk about the Baltimore Ravens. And the Baltimore Ravens was more of a talk this season because they bashed a player and Lamar Jackson who looked just like he the son of Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson, you better get you a blood test. That's your son. Nah, man, listen. It's the old saying, man. People know what they doing. People know what they doing. And you pretty soon you just gotta realize this is just people. This is who they are. People gonna be who they are, man. I don't care who come out the East, long as New England come out of the AFC. They at home against the Tennessee Titans. Everybody's taking Tennessee. My quarterback, touchdown Tannehill, playing the Patriots. New England's at home. This is actually better for New England. I think they threw that game. Because this is tailor made for them. Now they got to go through Kansas City more than going through the Ravens. This route they got. Now they beat them. They play the winner of the KC game, or whoever played against Kansas City. They'll go to play Kansas City, and they can beat Kansas City, and they know it. So they'll take the Tennessee, play Kansas City, and they right there in the AFC Championship game. Meanwhile, the Ravens is playing with a quarterback who this is all brand new to him. Lights can get too bright, but they'd rather save that for an AFC Championship game. Tomorrow's gonna be a tough game for them because they playing a team that don't quit, and they got a passer, and that's all they've been needing was a passer. So that's gonna be interesting. But don't forget, man, you guys can hit the donate button in the description box. You can leave me a big message over there in the Streamlab. I respond to those because I'm gonna read those in a minute. That's why I'm sitting up here. I've been doing a lot of work. So let me go ahead and starting this year off working hard for y'all. I'm out.